Your pal Rory here for another live stream, and I sound so much low indie. If I do that, I'll put it up a little bit. No, I just found all these things that were wrong about the technical configuration here, and since I fixed them, maybe it won't sound right. I don't know, but. What else did I fix? There was this thing where a lot of the songs that I'm playing on the show ended up being put into mono, and I didn't realize that. And sometimes if you have a song that's really got a lot of stereo dynamic stuff, like stuff put on really hard left or hard right, it sounds really weird when it's forced into mono, and I discovered that with one of the songs I'm playing today. So I figured out how to do that to fix that. So anyway, I don't think it would have been a problem for most of the stuff I'm playing, because it's like stuff from 45s when people weren't necessarily recording in stereo or weren't doing crazy stuff in stereo, or, you know, new stuff on Bandcamp that people are recording at home or fairly lo-fi, and they're not bothering with that. But anyway, I think it's for the best. So we'll see what I can fuck up on the fly instead to replace the things that I've fixed. I just played a song by Leona Hell from Toronto. It's called Concealer, from a new release that just came out like yesterday or the day before called Sir, and that is, from what I can tell, a self-released item. It's pretty cool to see something of this caliber coming out of Toronto, because it's sort of like I lived there for a little over 10 years, and there was all sorts of cool stuff going on while I was there, and I don't think it has anything to do with me leaving, but it just so happened that after about the end of 2018, it didn't seem like there was so much new stuff coming out that wasn't from friends of mine who I was, you know, already connected with. I mean, you know, there's the odd thing, and definitely my friends there are still doing all sorts of cool things, but I don't think I know anybody from this band, Leona Hell, but listening to the whole record is really cool, so... you can find it on Bandcamp, and I'll put up the link later on, as I do for all of the playlist stuff that has a Bandcamp link. What else do I got coming? It's just me here today to do the radio thing. Rory, radio, and recordings. So I'll be here for the next 2 hours. And Zach will pop by, though. He's, you know, the usual guest of honor here on the program. He'll be here at the midway point for I'm Allowed, and undoubtedly we'll have some very important topics to go over. Have the Prague show announcements, concerts coming up for the month of March. And as you might have seen for last month, the Object Paradise crew decided to incorporate that list that I'm putting together into Crotch Magazine. So not only can you hear me talk about the shows and then read about it at awman.net, but there's the physical medium. Who would have thought? Thanks to Object Paradise and Crotch, who are in Krakow today to host the screening of their documentary. So I don't know, maybe I'll have those fine folks back on the program soon. We can, you know, get into some serious nonsense and talk about the issues that need to be discussed. So, I don't know, I guess I'll just move on to the music. Not so many Bandcamp finds this month. It just seemed like it wasn't as lucrative as previous searches. I don't know why, but did find some good stuff. So, not only Leona Hell, but also... what I'll play next is a good example of that. And, you know, I'm including a little more of the old wild stuff for good measure, make up for Bandcamp. Maybe not, you know, maybe I'm just looking in the wrong place. No fault to Bandcamps. I'll take the blame. And I will play a set of songs coming up that it's all stuff or by bands who will be performing at shows that the Amen concert entity, whereas this is the radio entity of Amen, the enterprise, the concert leg or wing or whatever, So bands that'll be playing at Odd Man concerts in the not too distant future over the spring. So that'll be a little bit later in this particular hour. So I'll get to I.L.L.O next. Alien Element is the song from 10 I.L.L.O songs put out by U-Bac.
I need you, I need you, I need you, I do. I need you, 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 I do. I need you, 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 I do. I need you, 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 I do. And if I didn't need you, I'd get somebody new. You always walk right in, you walk right out, you walk right in, you walk right out, you walk right in, you walk right out. Why do you walk out, huh? You walk right in, you walk right out, you walk in and you walk out. You walk, and you walk, and you walk out. But if I didn't love you, I'd get somebody new. Your love can slip, 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 the slop and slide. I got to have you here by my side. Come on, Louise. Come on now. Come on, Louise. Come on, Louise. Stay with me, Louise. Slop and slide. I need you by my side. Your love can slip, it can slop. Your love can slip, it can slip. Your love can slip, the slip, the slip, the slip, 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 and slop and slide. You better come on, Louise. Stay with me. Now don't you walk right in, don't you walk right out, don't you walk right in, don't you walk right out, don't you walk right in, don't you walk right out, don't you walk right in, don't you walk right out, don't you walk right in, don't you walk right out. You walk in and you walk out, you walk in and you walk out, don't you walk out. But if I didn't love you, I'd get somebody new.
I like a little bit of pizza.
He likes a little pizza.
que eu assim o quis. Fiz de cada tristeza um motivo pra ser feliz. Sou tão negra quanto os negros que são brancos como a mim. Uma flor em vez de arma pra lutar até o fim. O meu mundo é colorido pelo verde da esperança, pelo sorriso da criança, que por si já é colorido. Sou guerreira tanto quanto quero explicar porque sou capaz de odiar da mesma forma que amar. O meu mundo é colorido porque preciso viver. Para que nada fizemos, para que nada sofremos. Somos jovens e é preciso não morrer na guerra assim. Eles não têm culpa de ser negra cor até o fim.
Ooh, where's the backing track? I just went through all this trouble to get it to work. Okay, I think it's working now. Alright, yeah, so just played something by Vanusa. Sounds like she's kind of having a hard time there at some parts, not unlike myself. Although her problem is more like she's laughing so much that she's struggling to breathe at certain parts of that song. It was called Mundo Colorido from an EP, 4-song, 7-inch thing. O Mundo Colorido Dab, put out in Brazil by RCA Victor in 1969. And I had to look up to see what the lyrics are of that, because I was thinking, like, maybe there's a reason why she's having a hard time allegedly breathing because of the laughter on the song. But doing a Google Translate of the lyrics, and it's just like the most inane bullshit hippie 60s nonsense that you would ever want to read. Like, I was questioning, should I even play this? Because if somebody speaks Portuguese and hears this song, then they're just going to think that they shouldn't listen to this show ever again because the lyrics are so bad. But anyway, I think the difficulty breathing kind of makes up for it. But, you know, if anybody who speaks Portuguese is listening, you can tell me if it's as bad as I think it is. Before that, I played Rotting Yellow, something from their album Fountains Beneath Hell, which came out on February 2nd. They're based in Phoenix, and that is a really cool record. It has a very unique singular approach to like whatever noise rock or post-punk kind of stuff. You know, kind of like that minimal vibe of that song that I just played, Poured Too Late, as it's called. So if you like that, I think you might like the rest of the record. I do. Before that, I played Slippity by Clarence W. Samuels. And let's see, I was an idiot as well and didn't research when that actually came out or through which means. But I think, it came out on Sharon Records. I think that's the deal with that. And it says in the 1960s. That doesn't help all that much. I think that was probably pretty evident. What else? I played Link Wray and the Raymen before that. Ace of Spades. Never get tired of hearing that one. Put out by Swan in 1965 on a 45. And started it with I.L.L.O, Alien Element from 10 Ill Songs. One of the members of Onion, by the way. I didn't mention that. And that was put out as a co-release through U-Bac and Spared Flesh. R.I.P. to Spared Flesh Records of Portland. This is one of their last items. They also, this month, put out something by Guitar called Casting Spells on Turtlehead. So I suppose those are probably the last two things through that label. They put out all kinds of good stuff. What's another one? They put out the Toe Ring music a while ago. Cozy Mueller's on there. What else? X-White, who we'll hear from later. So lots more stuff. So thanks for the music, Spared Flesh. It's really tough running a record label. I can understand. I mean, I don't know what their reasons were, but it's like you have to do a lot of that assembly stuff yourself at home, and you're dealing with the factory, or, you know, in the case of tapes, you're having to sometimes dub those yourself, or like do all kinds of, I don't know, legwork and running around, and it's really hard to even just break even on stuff, let alone make a profit, which I don't think a lot of people putting out this kind of stuff care about profit, but, you know, it sucks when you lose money doing something like this. You got to fire all the stuff into the mail all the time. Oh boy, just thinking about it. I used to run a record label, and I can't see myself ever doing it again because it's such a hassle. So I really respect people who take it upon themselves to put out cool stuff like this, i.e. Spared Flesh and U-Bac and lots of other labels I'll play stuff from over the course of the show and have played. So next I will dig real far back and play something from 1927 by Long Cleve Reed and Little Harvey Hall. And this is what it's called on the label of the shellac 10-inch, Original Stack-O-Lee Blues. And I was thinking about this just now. It's funny that anybody would describe their song as the original. Like, you know, when you... who puts a song out and then says, well, this is the original version of the song, and I want you to know that. It's often implied that if you put out a record, if you're not, you know, doing a lot of covers or something. So I get the feeling this is probably not the original version of it, but they wanted everybody to think that. And then, you know, it's obvious that lots of other people decided to do versions of this, right up to Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds, or, you know, some stuff influenced by that, obviously, like Staggerly, as they called the song. This is Stack-O-Lee. This is put out by Black Patti in 1927. Here we go.
Was a bully, he bullied all his life. Well, he bullied through Chicago town with a 10-cent pocket knife. And it's all Staggerly. Stag said to Billy, how can it be? You arrest a man just as bad as me, but you won't arrest Staggerly. And it's all Staggerly. Mike said to Billy, don't you take my life. Well, I ain't got no but two little tears and a darling loving wife. And it's all cycling. One is a boy and the other is a girl. Well, you may see your children again, but it be in another world. And it's all cycling. Standing on the corner, well, I didn't mean no harm. Well, the policeman caught me, well, he grabbed me by my arm. And it's all Stagley. Stagley and Billy had a noble fight. Well, Stagley killed Billy like one cold dog stormy night. And it's all Stagley. Oh, play it, boys. Standing on the hilltop, the dog began to bark. Well, it was nothing but Stagley come creeping in the dark. And it's all Stagley.
So why am I afraid? I'm not afraid. I'm afraid of the boogeyman. Who's the boogeyman? You figure it out. I'm getting out of here.
It's good. When you find this feeling of power, will, power.
I want some sweet love from my baby. I'm so lonesome, feeling blue, missing you. Come on back home. I'm so lonesome. Do you miss me too? I'm so lonesome. It's so long since you've gone. I find no peace of mind. I'm so lonesome. Come on back home. I'm so lonesome.
Ernie Chaffin, I'm Lonesome. Put out on Sun Records in 1957. Played before that, Miseria, Flashback, a new song from them, on a compilation called No Genocide, a benefit for mutual aid in Gaza. It's pretty cool. This is like a Bandcamp initiative by a band called the Dissidents. And they just got all these bands to contribute to a fundraiser compilation that you can listen to and or purchase on their Bandcamp page. So that's like, I talk so much about Bandcamp, but it's like really one of the best things going around because it's so easy to do stuff like this. Even if you're a band and you don't have a label, you can just put together a compilation and then, you could do something like have it as a fundraiser or whatever the case and then put it up and, collect the funding and send it along to hopefully somewhere that's worth it. But I'm reading about this here on the page for the Dissidents. It certainly seems like it's a good idea. So I'll post the link to that later in the playlist. Also, I played Skinny Puppy, God's Gift, Maggot from Mine, the Perpetual Intercourse, put out in 1986 by Nettwerk. I've been on such a Skinny Puppy kick lately. And, I've loved them since I was a teenager, but just spending a lot of time writing music at home these days, I've come to respect and appreciate a lot of the nuances of their work when you just kind of sit down and listen to the composition or they weren't just writing really standard song structure type stuff. It's pretty cool. That's a good example of a song that doesn't have a typical structure. It takes so long to kind of really kick in, but you don't notice it unless it's you kind of think about the song and how it's built. Just because it's sort of it has this tension about it the whole way through. Played Kid King's Combo before Skinny Puppy, Hob-Nob from a 1957 Excello single, and then started it with Long Cleve Reed and Little Harvey Hall And what I'll say is their version of the original Stacko Lee Blues put out in 1927. I'm going to play that set of songs I was telling you about next, which is bands who are going to be playing upcoming Amen concerts here in Prague. But before I get to that, it is Prague concert announcement time for the merry month of March.
Pertaining to shows. I want the stars that's going to be in the Coliseum that's going to make the people sway and rock and clap their hands to the beat and get up and dance in an area that will be big enough for them to do it in.
I'm going to try and go through this quick. March 2nd, next Saturday at Palace Archropolis, Lucy Kruger and the Lost Boys, along with my friends Cold Venus Revisited and Dominic Prock. I think that's going to be a good one. Also, more buds on the following Saturday, March 9th, Patole and Aperitif at Punctum. That is going to be a real banger. March 14th, Neue Welt at Cafe Valese, who, I'll have to be honest, that's who I'm really interested in seeing there. There's also Nina Kohut and Kobia playing that. But I believe, unless I mix something up here, I think they have some competition. Because, is it March 14th? It's football, cold meat party, and aviary. Yeah, so that's at Underdogs. So you're going to have to figure out which of those two, or, you know, you can bounce between the two, which I might try and do, if, you know, provided I'm here, hopefully. Yeah, so that's the 14th. March 22nd and 23rd, Zizkovska Nos in multiple venues here in Prague. Which will include IVZ, Cold Venus Revisited, Cosmo Brigade, Mother Fusier, Mr. Pink and the Bad Thoughts, Bunkerer, Grunt, I should say, and many others at multiple venues, as I mentioned. I will be doing an Amen stage just on the Friday of that festival, Zizkovska Nos. So the 22nd at Nod Victorko, the Amen stage will include X-White, who we're going to hear from next, Winnie C.C. Wonders, David Sister, and Warren Brannick, Wukti, Noza, Oxy, and Dissipative, and formerly Grunts, but they had to move because they're too loud to have later at the venue, so they're going to be at Punctum instead. So they're still on board. That's a recent development as of today. Next Amen live radio stream will be on March 30th, if, you know, everything pans out as it should, and hopefully it does, and I don't want to talk about that anymore. And yeah, I think that I'll post all these along with the playlist later today or tomorrow, and quite possibly it'll appear in the next edition of Crotch Magazine, as that's kind of the deal that you know, we're kind of doing stuff together. It's fun. Yes, that's about all. For show announcements for now, I did a lot of digging to find that stuff, and I thought there'd be more in March, but there is not. But maybe the last minute shows, whatever, or shows where it's like one band I like and four that I don't, that kind of stuff. These are the cream of the crop. I'm, you know, imparting my whatever wisdom unto you or something like that. I don't know. Okay, so getting to X-White next, who will again be playing at Zizkovska Nos on the On-Man stage on the 22nd of March. What did I pick by them to play? Hot Wheels, yeah, from their disco tape put out in 2019 through Phantom Records, PIFA, and once again, Fuck. That's anytime, Swag.
Yeah! Name? A yellow fruit.
Orange.
Duh.
Alright, that was Drala, default parody from their forthcoming album, which you can listen to a couple of songs from on Bandcamp. The album is to be titled Angel Tape and will be released by Capture Tracks. They're going to be here in Prague on May 15th, and my band Alpha Strategy will play with them at Underdogs along with our friend Sync, so hopefully that'll be a good one. What else? I played Shadow Show, who will be here in May as well, May 1st. They're from Detroit. I played Vertigo from their new album, Fantasy Now, and that's out on Little Cloud Records. Before that, Winnie CC Wonders, Mustafa Kunt from a performance here in Prague at Ilipichko on February 2nd. I was in the audience for that, actually. I did not record that myself, but it's, I guess, most of that song. They'll be playing at Shishkovska Nas on March 22nd on the On Man stage. Atoll. I'm not going to pronounce this correctly. Giddy Sviat, Dovi, Dijol, I'm not even going to try anymore. From their tape out through U-Bac. I think they self-released that first in 2022, and U-Bac put it out later. I think that's how that goes. They'll play at Underdogs, I think it's May 24th, with Nettwerk and probably somebody else from the Czech Republic. I got to get lined up. I should mention that Shadow Show concert at Underdogs on May 1st will have Noi and Wise playing too. Bukti Nusa, which I'm struggling to pronounce too, even though I shouldn't be. Thanks to my bud Linda for sending that recording over. Like Winnie CC Wonders, they're such a new band that they don't have any stuff online properly, but Linda sent me over a recording of a performance they did in Ostrava maybe about a month or two ago. So that's called Zasny, that was the song, and started with X-White Hot Wheels from Disco, put out in 2019 through Phantom and U-Bac and PIFA. It is time for I'm Allowed, as you can possibly imagine, with the music for Zach playing in the background. Here we go.
I hope I keep my mailman called Mr. Mac away from Zach.
My name is Maggot, I'm scared of Zach.
Where is he? Where could he be?
The big bad cowboy.
Yeah, that's me, just trying to live and survive and eat my boiled eggs. How you doing?
The big bad cow. Can you do it? Could you do an Elvis impression? You think you could do it? You think you could pull it off? You think you could sell me, baby? Sell me on your Elvis impression?
I don't know if I could, actually. I don't know if I'm up for the challenge. I'm going to say it's not going to be very good at all.
Well, we're all waiting. We're all waiting there.
I'm all shook up.
Oh, that's pretty good.
My uncle used to be really big into karaoke, and he just did like Elvis covers and won prizes for it, and actually traveled from Newfoundland to compete in Toronto and like won all kinds of prizes. So I guess that maybe if I tried, I could and practiced it, maybe I could follow in his footsteps. I don't know.
Wow. Yeah, it's in your blood. Do you know what Jerry Lee Lewis said after Elvis Presley died?
I don't.
Yeah, they interviewed him in a country music magazine, and he said, "I was glad. Just another one out of the way. I mean, Elvis this, Elvis that. All we hear is Elvis. What the shit did Elvis do except take dope that I couldn't get a hold of?" That's a direct quote from Jerry Lee Lewis in a major music publication. You expect me to sit here and tell a lie about something? Look, we've only got one life to live. We don't have the promise of the next breath. I know what I am. I'm a romping, stomping, piano-playing son of a bitch. A mean son of a bitch. But a great son of a bitch. A good person.
He thought he was a good person.
He thought he was a good person. He was a really conflicted guy. Have you ever heard the recording of him in the studio arguing with in Sun Studio arguing with Sam Phillips about God?
No, I have not, but I really should check that out. I can already imagine what's in there, and I think it's like excerpt worthy for like the bullshit I play in between songs here on the show. I'm sure there's going to be some one-liners in there.
Yeah, definitely. He's fully convinced himself that because of the kind of music that he's playing, he's going to hell, and he's like basically he's kind of having a conversation with himself. He's like telling himself, okay, I'm going to, I guess to paraphrase, he's like saying more, the subtext, I guess I should say, is I'm going to hell, but I'm going to keep doing it. But I know I'm going to hell because I'm doing this. And Sam Phillips is an atheist, and he's like, basically taking that idiot, boring stance. And Jerry Lee Lewis is really more having an argument with himself, where he is essentially saying, it's okay for me to go. It's I'm going to hell for this. It's imagine like doing something that you think you're going to be punished eternally for, and then just deciding, I'll go ahead and do it anyway. That's his ultimate take on it.
Did he have some excuse just along the lines like, well, that's what God created me for? I don't know.
No, not at all. Not even close. No, he's like his view is so much more complex and nuanced and kind of bleak, I guess, really. No, he doesn't. That's one thing, you can really say about Jerry Lee Lewis is he doesn't tell himself any fairy tales. It's like he has these two completely opposing viewpoints about life, and he doesn't lie to himself about either one. And they both are like completely torturous.
And somehow, in spite of all the drugs and everything else that he was intertwined with, he was alive right up until like very recently. I'm still astounded by that. Yeah,
he lived into his mid-80s.
Yep. He was performing up until pretty recently too, wasn't he?
Yeah. I saw him one time in the early 2000s in Owensboro, Kentucky, and he came out. Well, first his band played for like 30 minutes without him, and then he shuffled out. Like one tiny step after the other, sat down at the piano and said, "I'm feeling good tonight. I feel like we might just rock all night." He's got that big, heavy Louisiana accent. That's actually a pretty good impression of Jerry Lee Lewis. In case if anyone's ever heard Jerry Lee Lewis, or if they haven't, that's a pretty good impression. If I must say so myself.
You may.
And he played. He played for about 20 minutes after saying that he was feeling good and that he was going to rock all night. He played for about 20 minutes, and then he kept like squinting. I guess they were light. The lights were going right in his eye, which you think he would be pretty used to after considering the fact that at that point in his life he'd been performing for 50 years on stage, on big stages. And he kept like saying little things under his breath and about the lights. He'd be like, "Oh, those lights are wow, oh," just kind of like basically expressing that he was feeling some kind of pain. And then ultimately he said in the middle of a song, and he said, "Those lights are making my eyes a run of water." And then he stormed off the stage after playing 20 minutes. It was awesome.
And he didn't come back?
He didn't come back.
Oh.
No, he didn't come back. He stopped in the middle of the song and said that about the light. I'll never forget that thing he said about the lights. And then stormed off. And he never came back. I drove 6 hours to see him.
I'd say you got your money in time's worth.
Yeah. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's exact. I wasn't looking for him to go through the hits,
Yeah.
I was. I really wanted to. I wanted to have an authentic Jerry Lee Lewis experience. I think I got one for sure.
I know you got one.
Have you ever heard that that clip from a concert that he's playing at and the Hell's Angels are in the audience, and he's like, they're screaming at him and booing him, and he's like screaming his head off at him, threatening to blow their heads off. It's fucking incredible.
No, well, you're telling me I really got to start digging more into his off-the-cuff kind of malarkey, by the sounds of it.
Yeah. Well, on top of it all, everybody kind of knows him as like the 50s rockabilly guy, but his country music is some of the country albums that he made after his initial rock and roll. His country albums are by and large
Yeah, I've played some of his stuff on here, some of his country stuff. She Even Woke Me Up to Say Goodbye. Man, that's a real fucking heartbreaker.
My God. That's a stinger, yeah.
Yep.
I love that track, and the way he sings it, man, it's just God. What's the one about what's made Milwaukee famous has made a loser out of you. You ever heard that track?
I have.
Oh God,
Yep.
I love that track. It's like just so true to his own life, you know.
And that's the thing. Well, should he blame the stuff from Milwaukee, or is he, just trying to find something as a scapegoat? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I think he doesn't really necessarily in that song, in my opinion, he doesn't use it as a scapegoat. I mean, because he's calling himself a loser in the title. So I think he's owning up. I guess maybe it's semantics, but I think it is like he's owning up to the fact that he's a giant loser, which he's such a conflicted character, because if you ever watch him in an interview, there's a great 60 Minutes interview of him where 1 minute he's talking about how he's the greatest musician that has ever lived, period. No one has ever been better than him. And then the next minute he's saying, "Yeah, I'll go to hell. I'll suffer for everything I did in eternity, forever. I know I'm going to hell. I know I'm going to hell." These two really, in like 3 minutes, he makes two really seemingly radically disparate statements that are both mind-blowing in their own way.
He's the kind of guy that if somebody said, "Do you want to hang out with Jerry Lee Lewis for an hour?" I'd have to think about it, because I
would say no for sure.
Yeah. I don't know if that would be a good time or not. It probably wouldn't be, actually. I think it would be kind of stressful.
No way. Yeah. No way. He would be drunk for sure. He would have multiple firearms on him. I mean, he shot his bass player for sure. He probably killed one of his wives, and it was covered up. He was by any standard of what a good human being was. He doesn't, or a person you'd want to take the chance to spend any time with. You wouldn't want to chance it. At the worst, he's going to kill you, and at the least, he's probably at minimum, he's probably going to threaten you physically with violence. So,
and not to mention just be like generally disagreeable. I think, even if you caught him on a good day.
My friend sent me that was one of the last videos that his daughter was living with him, and she took over his Facebook fan page, and she was starting to. I was watching it like a hawk, because she was starting to send videos of actually Jerry Lee Lewis in his home, giving messages to the fans, and by this time he was just pretty much unintelligible. And the last one he ever made was the Christmas before he died, and he's sitting in a Barca lounger, clearly out of his head, out of his mind on pills, and she comes up to him and she says, Jerry Lee, is there anything you want to say to your fans? And for a good 1 minute and 30 seconds, he just keeps watching the TV. And then he turns to her, or he turns to the camera phone probably, and says, "I just want y'all to know that I love you. Jerry Lee loves you. I love you." And he says, "I love you" 15 times straight. And then he goes back to watching the TV.
The beauty of that is that they didn't edit anything. They just left it in.
No,
Yeah.
No, because it was alive. It was. I guess it was a. Yeah, but I guess they could have. I didn't see the live feed, so yeah, they sure could have.
Man alive.
Yeah. How about that guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to hear? I'll give you one pretty weird story, and then we'll call it a day. How about that?
Okay. I'm always up for a good weird story.
Yeah. This one's almost supernatural. I guess it is in the realm of the supernatural. So I've been trying to do this. There's a yoga pose called scorpion pose, and for anyone who doesn't know anything about yoga, it's a forearm stand where you support your entire body's weight with your forearms, and then you loop your legs over the back of your body so that the top of your feet are touching your head. It's a really difficult pose. It's considered one of the three most difficult poses in yoga, and I've been trying to do it I've been working on it for the last, let's say, 3 months. Every day I'll work on it for about, I don't know, let's say 30 minutes to an hour. I can do a forearm stand okay, but the balance, once I loop my legs over, I just couldn't do it.
Gotcha.
Well, the other night I had a lucid dream. I knew I was dreaming as soon as I woke up, so I was having a lucid dream. So I decided to use like more or less my body's weightlessness in the dream to practice. In the dream, practice that scorpion pose. So I practiced it for as long as the lucid dream lasted. Hard to say how long that was, maybe 20 minutes or something like that. And I could do it pretty easily because, you can make your body, if you know you're awake, you can do it in a dream. More or less the sky's the limit, right? I mean, you can fly, so surely you can make your body weightless enough to be able to do, and flexible enough to be able to do it. Well, I practiced it for about 20 minutes, and then I woke up in the middle of the night, and I thought, well, let's see if that helped me at all. So at 2 or 3 in the morning, I popped my little lamp on, got down on my yoga mat, and did it immediately.
Huh.
Isn't that wild?
Well, I think that is, maybe you've unlocked some sort of, I don't know, like way to get around difficult physical positioning just by, if you can dream it, you can do it. Maybe that's the secret.
Yeah. I wish I could use that to get over my extreme emotional agony.
Well, one thing at a time,
Yeah, first a really difficult yoga pose, then eventually, hopefully, being able to escape the prison of extreme emotional and mental agony.
Yeah. Next thing on the list.
That's the next thing. That's my next lucid dream plan, is to somehow, some way, escape this prison planet of extreme. You ever felt that extreme anguish?
I've had it, yeah. Not every day, but it comes around sometimes. Yeah.
It's funny. I wake up pretty much every morning and I feel that way.
Yeah.
And pretty much every single morning, and then I'll start going about my day. I kind of have my morning routine. I guess you could more or less call it the agony reduction routine. And usually about an hour and a half into this routine, I start to feel like $1 million. I start to feel really good. Like right now, I feel just terrific. But when I woke up this morning, I just I felt the crushing weight of misery, just intense, unyielding misery. I feel like that pretty much every day. But I think that's maybe is my secret. That's kind of that little hidden wound is the thing that keeps me going, because I think if I feel like if I woke up feeling very good every day, I don't know if I'd do anything.
I thought about that too. I think it's sometimes the not feeling so good can be a motivational factor. I think for some people it's the opposite, and it just people let it get to them, and then they don't do anything. But you can take it if you're able to do it. If you can take it and mold it into something, then it can be energy to be harnessed, maybe.
Yeah, it certainly is for me. That's for sure. It's just like it's an almost. I guess the way that I look at it is it's an almost unlimited creative potential, source of creative potential. Because that's always there. That store of whatever it is. It's like a archetypal or primeval agony, or like, I guess like a supernatural dread almost.
Yep, and there it is again, the supernatural returning.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I think I've said everything I can possibly say, Mayor.
Yep, we've read the dictionary from cover to cover, I think, basically.
Yeah,
yep.
Jerry, we didn't talk about bowel movements. This is the first time.
Yeah,
can't believe it.
Everyone
out there is going to be very disappointed.
Yeah, I know. Well, can't all be singers.
We'll get back to it next time, gang. Don't worry.
Yeah, that's a promise.
I'll have a chart. I'll have a chart ready that I'll reference.
The Bristol Stool Chart. You know what I'm talking about?
What's that?
The Bristol Stool Chart.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep, it's a fine thing.
Oh yeah, I'm familiar with that.
Well, buddy, I think that's a good point to wrap it up at.
Yeah. A nice long pause after the Bristol Stool Chart comment, and that's it.
Yeah, we hold it in reverence. It was a moment to honor the chart.
A moment of silence for the Bristol Stool Chart, ladies. All right, my friend. As always, it's been a real thrill. I'll be seeing you.
You betcha, buddy. Be seeing you. Bye-bye.
All right. Goodbye.
Don't turn your back on Zach. Watch out for Zach. Wee, wee, wabba, wee, wee, wabba.
Well, I don't even know how to follow that up, so going to move on to the usual set, the theme set for this month's show. This time I decided on a bunch of songs pertaining to penal treatment, penal system. Yeah, I should have came up with a better name for it. Not to be confused with the prison set that I did like a year and a half ago. I promise you it shares none of the same songs, so if you're worried about that, then you can relax now. But these next songs are all related to being in prison or capital punishment and so on. Start with Prison Grey by D. Mullins from 1963 through Mary Records.
10 long years I've labored with this chain around my leg, hoping for a pardon, but they said that I must stay. So filled with pain I broke the chain and swam the great canal. No more prison gray, no more cell. The weeks have turned to months, and the months have turned to years, breaking rock and sweating blood, a life of endless fear. My family name dragged down in shame, my life a living hell. gray, no more sails. I heard the hound set on my trail, and I knew the time had come. A shot rang out and I felt the pain, my blood began to run. Now here I lie and I'm glad to die in this alley where I fell. No more prison gray, no more cells.
I've gotta be a-leaving when the moon goes down. I'm gonna be a-swinging when the sun comes round. My days are numbered, there's no future for me. They caught me rustling, they're gonna hang me. I'm gonna do the boogie with the drop-me beat. It's just a corny rhythm where you swing your feet. I'm gonna be dancing in the strangest way, doing the hangman's boogie at the break of day. Swing high, swing low, it's a doggone pity, but I gotta go. My baby said she loved me, but I know she lied. My lawyer said he'd spring me, but he must have died. They're gonna be sorry when I'm far away, doing the hangman's boogie at the break of day. Just hang around. You start it with the rhythm, then you swing on down. The music gets hotter, then you let it go. Everybody's watching, you're the star of the show. So if you want to learn it, here's the thing to do. Just shoot your loving mama if her heart's untrue. They'll have you a-dancing in the same old way, doing the hangman's boogie at the break of day. Swing high, swing low, it's a one-way ticket, but man, what a show. I hear the warden coming, so I'll say goodbye. I hear the music playing and the time is nigh. I'm gonna be dancing in the strangest way, doing the hangman's boogie at the break of day.
It's a sick, sick, sick world, and it's waiting for you.
That's what I got for shooting my love.
tried to keep. The shadows of the prison bars fall across my bed and send these thoughts a-turning in my head. I took the kids to my mother's home and waited for their dad. My teardrops falling in the dirty dishwater, 'cause another woman he had. I heard him coming in the kitchen door, heard him say, "I'll be working late tonight." I lifted the knife from the water and I turned around to him. I took his body to the cabin where I knew they were meeting that night. The neighbors found his harlot there, screaming by his side. There's a crack in the ceiling, a lock on the door, and writing over my walls. Will my children learn forgiveness in some stranger's arms? The shadows of the prison bars fall across my bed. I gaze at my wrist with the dizziness in my head. A broken piece of glass and a widening pool of red.
Was a time man wanted to be free. I'm gonna tell you people that time sure came to me full and tight, serving time for felony. Oh Lord, when will I be free? Pretty swiftness, 1 to 3. Well, I talked to my lawyer. He said, son, there's no use. I talked to the governor, but he just won't turn loose. Pulling tight, serving time for felony. Oh Lord, when will I be free? Pretty swiftness, 1 to 3. All right, all of you prisoners line up against the wall. Hands up when your name is called. Johnson, Harrison, Brady, Nichols, Anderson, Trevetsky, Williams. On Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday too. Today is only Thursday. Now tell me, where do you think I flew? Pulling tight, serving time for felony. Oh, Lord, no. Oh, Lord, when will I be free? Finish with this 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, that was Andre Williams doing some crying for us with the Don Juans. Pulling time to end off the Penal System set. That came out on Fortune Records in 1955. Also heard Boots Till before that. Shadows of the Prison Bars from a 1969 single through KW Records. That's a real dark one. If you didn't catch what she was singing there, it's sort of like she finds out her husband's cheating on her, and then brings her kids to her mother's place. She kills her husband, gets put in jail, and then kills herself in jail. So yeah, happy ending for you. The Wray brothers, before that, 99 Years to Go from a 1963 Infinity single. Cowboy Copas, Hangman's Boogie. I really like that one. He had such a great sense of humor. Through a single put out by King Records in 1949, and started it with D. Mullins' Prison Grey from a 1963 Mary Records single. Got one more set of songs to bring you and I to the close of the show here, so might go a little over the 2-hour limit, which I'm really surprised by. I thought like, fuck, I won't have enough stuff to play this week or this month, but somehow we managed. Maybe it was because Zach and I were yakking for so long. We were talking for like 20 minutes. No comment on that, but I'm going to play something by Bliss next. They're based in Rome. They just put out this new album, self-titled, it's called Vertigo. Yeah, I mixed that up. But self-released, that's what I got wrong. So this came out on January 31st. The whole thing's pretty cool. You can check it out on Bandcamp. I'll come back and announce what you're going to hear, and that's all I can say. I got nothing.
Kisses of her
I didn't make anybody stay here until 7 a.m. or 11 or whenever it is everybody finally left. I didn't make this kid pass out on my floor. People wanted to be here.
He was away. Gila Band. I was away was the song. put out by Rough Trade in 2022 from the album Most Normal. Also played the Ergon, Spiked from a 1964 Casino record single. My bud, Jan Ruben Tangiani, the song was Until You Do, from The Moon's Pale Rainbow, his solo album. He's also the main man behind Neue Welt, who I mentioned are going to be playing next month on the 14th. And that's a self-released item, I believe, from late last year. Started it with Bliss, 2 Moons from Vertigo, which they put out late last month. I got one more song for you. Buddy Lucas, No Help, released in 1954 by Groove. That's another pretty dark one. From what I can tell from the lyrics, he's talking about how somebody poisoned him with some kind of strange fruit, and he's trying to go somewhere to kind of like, I don't know, get it out of the system or enjoy his last days or something like that. Anyway, you can figure it out. Thanks for listening. It was nice to see quite a few countries pop up on the list: Canada, America, Czech Republic, where else? Poland, Germany. I think that was everybody. So, yeah, I'll do the next one on, or did I say Canada? I think I should have. Next one's March 30th, and I'll post the replay and all that stuff today or tomorrow with the playlist. And the show announcements and all that crap. Thanks again. Bye.
Walking in low cotton, and I'm feeling sad. I got the worst old feeling I ever had. I got the mojo on me. Ooh, the woman said somebody gave you the black root. You're just about dead. Help me, pretty baby. Take my hand. You're my woman, and I'm your man. Back to Louisiana, need some gumbo food. See my friends all around, hot, pretty women too. Rattlesnake can't hurt me, I can stand the pain. Woman, then I'll go insane. Help me, pretty baby. Take my hand. You're my woman, and I'm your man. Help me, pretty baby. Yeah, take my hand. You're my woman, and I'm your man.
Just look after yourself, as they always say, because no one else will.
Let us get the fuck out of here.
Be seeing you.
And you.